What is up, everybody? It's your boy. It's Bear Sloth, aka King K Sloth, aka K Cuz, aka Keith Cousins, aka Keith, aka really just be nice with your names for me, and I'm kind of cool with it. We are in day two. If you missed out yesterday, I will probably update my stream info. It's eventually with the YouTube link. I did post the first day of games up there on YouTube. Um, but yeah, so we're just kind of jumping in. The quick version of what I talked about yesterday is I am newly hooked on Magic the Gathering. I went to MagicCon a couple weekends ago and really just fell in love with the whole scene. And in particular, really just got this kind of competitive spark I didn't know I had. So what we're going to kind of be doing here, and again, this is mostly for me. That's why this is a work in progress. That's why you hear construction noise in the background. It's not me thumping on my desk, I promise. We're not losing yet. But it might turn into thumping on my desk. I don't know. But we're a work in progress as far as some of the technical stuff, as far as, some of the implementations. There's a lot of stuff, that we're not implementing yet and that will slowly change and develop and, improve over time. The goal, though, is for me to add some structure to this hobby, which sounds weird when you're talking about a hobby which is for joy, but I mean, ask anybody who's been around my family about our Yahtzee games, like my family and me by a lesser extent, but just now we're competitive about everything, and I love competition. I love one-on-one competition in particular, but I also love all the possibilities of Magic. So in order to stay focused, in order to check out and really test out basically these top, six decks you see here, most of which I can build in paper as a result, again, of MagicCon. Really just want to test them out, give them a good college try, feel out what I like. I really am drawn to more of this kind of mid-range play style. But as you notice with this Zur Over It and the Naya Control, I do also tend to like a little bit of a control-y, rampy game where you just kind of control the game and overwhelm with big creatures who do cool things. So we'll get into that in a little bit, but if you missed it yesterday, we kind of are starting our journey with Javier Dominguez's Dimir Demons deck that he won Worlds with. Really cool deck. Again, we started in bronze, so we didn't see things like the typical red deck wins or any of the kind of iterations of that deck, any of the hyper-aggressive decks. We got lucky, but I think part of it is just being in bronze. We saw two green-black Golgari sort of mid-rangey shells that we were pretty well matched against. We won both of those games. And then we saw a green-red, more ramp deck with some fun tech that I really love, that Shamil artifact that came down on us one game, and we narrowly avoided loss there in that set. So yeah, I would imagine as we climb up the ranks, we'll see more of the kind of meta decks. I do, from what I've read, best out of three, which is what we're playing because that's paper tournaments. That's the quote-unquote real Magic. Aggro is a little less represented. Obviously, there's exceptions. A red deck wins, mono red deck made it to the top 8 of Worlds this year. The competitor piloting the deck crushed it records-wise. Crushed it. Only had really, I think, the one match loss there in the top 8, really overall, and otherwise was just cruising with this deck. So there are exceptions, especially now. I think there's a lot of ways to play really aggressive, end the game turn 2, turn 3. It's really hard to deal with. I think that's why decks like this Dimir Demons has so much removal, so much focus on removal and card advantage, because you got to keep up. If you can't keep up, if you slip up even one turn, you're just done for. So without further ado, let's jump into some more games with Dimir Demons and see how it goes. You know, we're in silver, I think 3 right now. And yeah, we're just going to see what happens. We're going to see, you know, right now we have a 3-0 record with the deck. We're going to see kind of if that can hold up. If we run into, you know, some of those aggro decks that might challenge us. If we run into, you know, frankly, you know, players that are a little more skilled than us. There's all sorts of things that could happen. I have some interruption. I have the Bronco. I have the Archfiend. I have 2 lands. I'm always scared of taking 2 land hands, but let's just keep it. Always give a friendly wave of the hand, a little friendly hello. That was a little MTG Malone quote there. Friendly waiver of the hand. So we're going to start. We're not going to make a mistake. We're going to start with our tap land. Always good when you don't have a play that needs another land. Play your tap land, because the next turn, aka our turn 2, we might want to play Spell Stutter, counter a spell. We might want to anoint and exile one of their creatures. We might want to get the Bronco in. That Bronco's really, like, look at this guy. A snake horse mount. Snake horse. We got snake horses in Magic because Lord knows the world doesn't need any more nightmare fuel. So we got that going for us. They look like blue-white. They're probably more of a control-y deck. So it might be good to leave up a spell setter, but they might be the kind of deck that just plays land and passes. So let's play the Bronc. Let's play the Buck and Bronco, because they also could be there's a new blue-white deck that is more of kind of a, see, there we go, an enchantment-based. And now this is always risky, because Bronco, if you can't settle Bronco, you're going to draw a card, but I'm going to lose life equal to the mana value of whatever we draw. So unless they kill it, they might wait until after this, because I could get dinged for, 4 right now, which is not great, but it's not the worst thing either. So they're not going to kill it. Okay. They're probably waiting for other plays. We'll just enter in here. They might play something that kind of draws them a card. There it is. Moment of Truth. Oh, this could be the... You know what? I'm just going to Spell Stutter this. I'm not going to give them advantage right now. I'm going to try to take away that advantage. And, oh, hello. And I'm trying to get better about chat. Again, very new to streaming, very new to this whole thing. So apologies if I'm missing things. Whew, okay, so they did nothing again, which seems to indicate they're going to, again, play a Moment of Truth type thing, something with Flash. I can't saddle with the Bronco. I don't have land to play the Archfiend. But we're still, I mean, I want the cards. So let's see what they're going to do. Land is great here. Doesn't ding us for any damage, which is kind of the important part. And they might have a counter spell up. And with that in mind, I'm going to look to maybe Mastermind and then have some removal up during their turn. Okay, yeah, this is totally this new blue-white deck. Also did pretty well in Worlds, if I'm remembering correctly. That revolves around this new card from Duskmourn. Abhorrent Oculus, I believe is the name of the game. We have no board wipes, which is scary because this deck can spiral. So, again, we're going to hope for advantage. I think the good news there, though, is they're not going to have a lot of ton of counter spells, as I'm about to get countered probably. No, that's stuck. Okay. And we'll just go back into our turn. Now we have some options here. We can duress and try to mess with their hand. We can just go in right for 4 because this is, I feel like we need to kind of race them and not let them get set up. So yeah, I talked myself into it. Let's just attack first. They have removal, they have removal. Excellent. I'm getting really lucky with these Bronco draws here. Drew another Swamp, which gives me a land for turn, and does not really impact. Okay, so I can do both here now. I can do Duress, get into their hand, and see what they have. Hopefully try to get rid of, if they have a counter spell, just anything that really helps me play the Archfiend. Into the Floodmaw, for example, which returns target creature to an opponent's hand. They have both Oculi. I am kind of helping them out with that by discarding, because now they're going to be able... Oh, they're almost able to play the Oculus. But we have 10 damage on board. They're going to be able to play the Oculus next turn. We do have some removal. Go for the Throat can hit it, which is nice. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, the Oculus decks seem really cool. They seem very, very cool, to be honest. And thank you for that. I'm like immediately like, somebody texted me, I need to respond. Okay, so they did get a way to get rid of my Archfiend. Alright, so we're in for a little bit of a battle here, it seems like. Yep, there it is. Right back into my hand, which is just a great tempo move for them, to be honest. They get to get rid of my, 4-drop creature, a creature that puts a really short clock on them. And yeah, we'll see what happens. There's the Oculi. Creepy little dude. 3... Oh, yeah, we can just exile this, so let's just exile this. They are going to get to Manifest Dread, which is unfortunate, but let's kind of... Oh, we know their whole hand. Okay, so we don't need to worry about the play we're going to make. We're going to play Archfiend. We're going to saddle Archfiend. And maybe this is kind of... They can block and kill, but I just burn them for 4, which is... That's fine. That's fine. Burn them for another 2. So now they're kind of in trouble here. They do have another Oculus. Yeah. They didn't have the graveyard to play the Oculus. They don't have removal for my Archfiend, so that's a decent game. Sideboarding is always my issue here. As far as that goes, Cut Down I feel like isn't really necessary in this matchup. Well, it does hit the Manifest, so... Jace kind of helps them if I'm milling their cards. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe we get rid of the Jace Doomsday combo. Maybe we bring in one of our Ghost Vacuums, which helps us mess with their plan. Let's bring in 2 Lilies, because that also can make them discard, which helps and hurts. And maybe let's just add a negate again. Sideboarding is not my strong suit. Yeah, Vacuum does seem like a really good idea, because I can start exiling the cards that they need to exile to play basically the whole centerpiece of their deck, Oculus. Yeah. Hopefully good. The Ghost Vacuum. Really kind of slept on card, it seems like at first initially. But it's kind of like climbing in value and importance, especially with a lot of strategies like this deck coming to light that need the graveyard to succeed. So we shall see. Oh, that would have been good. Dreams of Oil. I think that's, yeah. That would have been a good call. Oh my gosh. Am I about to keep a one land? I don't like mulliganing again. Let's. I'm gonna mulligan one more time. I just don't like keeping. I'm gonna mulligan down to a 2-land hand, but I got things that I need. So I have the Unholy Annex, which is really helpful. That can start getting me cards if I draw one more land. But ooh, that's magic. You know, and that's another thing that I think if I'm looking at areas of improvement or areas where I can improve, mulliganing is another big one because it feels so bad. Like they have so many more cards than me right now. It feels so bad. But you know, I have pretty good cards. I think I can really disrupt a lot of what they're gonna try to do here at the beginning. So for example, let's just get rid of their pick lock, ruin that value, and then I can vacuum that bad boy up. Give them one less card to exile for Oculus. We need a land. A land would be great. Draw a land. Maybe I should have waited to see what they put in their graveyard, but I can handle that during my turn too, so that is okay. Alright. They just dumped a land. At least I took a creature. I mean, oh yeah. See, this is kind of what I was afraid of. Not drawing lands. Maybe I should have kept, especially after drawing this Unholy, maybe I should have kept 3-lander. Woo, but we're learning, we're growing. We are learning, we are growing. Oh, the Haughty King. But they're not, hopefully they don't have protection for it. So let's see. They might have protection. I don't think this deck normally runs protection. They can like bring it back to their hand. But they don't have like kind of shore up, which is like the kind of classic. Yeah, see, there it is. We drew a land, folks. Okay, so do we do a more control play, or do we start generating value right off the bat? Yeah, let's start generating value because watch this. I'm gonna exile their helping hand, turn that into a 0/4. So I am not very threatened, and we're gonna start hopefully drawing some lands. There we go. There we go. And hopefully, you know, this card advantage will get us where we need to be here in game 2. Another pick lock. They filled that graveyard. I only have 4. I can get them next turn. I can get them down to 3. Like, they're going to have a real hard time filling that graveyard up to be able to play Oculus while this Ghost Vacuum's in play, which is really nice. Drawing an Archfiend next turn would be really great, so I can start burning them. They're going to hit me for 3, which stinks, but they didn't do a ton that turn except fill the graveyard. Okay, so we have Bronco. Let's use the Ghost Vacuum. They can bring the Djinn back. I think I'm gonna take the Djinn just to kind of eliminate that play. I think I'm going to play the Bronco and leave up my Go for the Throat and see what they do on this turn. Oh, interesting thoughts on changing the sideboard completely. Again, this is just the stock deck that Javier Dominguez played in Worlds, so I'd be curious what... There we go, there's our Archfiend. What in particular would you kind of change, or what are some of your suggestions? Alright, let's see what happens here. They are going to Surveil. Try to kill him. I can't really afford to take 4 damage right here. They'll probably be able to bring it back, but is what it is. So we're going to try to go for the throat. They might bring the Djinn back to there. That doesn't... We'll see what they do, to be honest. We'll see what they do. They are able to play Oculus on this turn as well, if they have one in hand. Oh, okay. They do have counter spells. That's fun. Honestly, I'm gonna play Archfiend. I'm gonna exile anything to gonna reduce the power of the Haughty Djinn. And we are going to just... They have something. They might have another Into the Flood Maw to be able to be up. So now we're going to get burned again, which is not ideal. They might win this game. And they won this game. Okay, I like the idea of adding dreams to that. So maybe we take out the duresses, because that just kind of helps their plan. And we take that. The 2 dreams. Maybe add another anoint. Add a negate. See if we can win game 3. Kind of on the back foot here. On the play. It's a decent hand. We're going to keep. We're going to keep. Start with our tap lands. Let's see if we can pull this off. They do the same. Okay, scooped up their Monastery Mentor. That's another way that they can kind of generate insane value with this deck. Flood the board with creatures that have prowess, and really just gum up the board and potentially kill as well. So, right, they're just going to pass. Which kind of indicates to me that they have the ability to counter, and or they're going to play like a Moment of Truth or something like that. Honestly, let's just play the Bronco here. See if they counter it. They do not. Okay, they did just have a moment of truth, but they might have had a counter as well if I would have tried to play the Annex there. They might have had the Phantom Interference card, which is a 2-mana counter. And it counters the spell unless I'm able to pay 2. And clearly I cannot do that, so do something impactful on the board. Remove with Ghost Vacuum, and we'll move on from there. This is again, yesterday we didn't really face any matchups like these. So this has been very interesting, and this is one of the, kind of go-to meta decks of late. Also really heavily represented at Worlds, etc., etc. So just get in with the Bronc. Try to generate some value. That is value, folks. That is value. Are they going to into the Flood Maw? No. They're just going to take the 2 here. And let's keep up either Fairy Mastermind or Shoot the Sheriff for this turn. And I am kind of slow playing it, and that might be detrimental because their game plan requires a bit of setup. As far as, getting stuff in the graveyard to then exile it so they can get the Oculus on deck, which, yes, my commenter was so right. Just a little bit creepy card. Just a little bit creepy. Let's play the Mastermind here. Try to get even more pressure on the board. And ideally, if we can keep this kind of pressure up, we can kind of chill on the Unholy Annex until... Ooh, getting a negate here is really nice, actually. Honestly, let's just attack in for 4. Again, the problem with my creature land, if I wanted to really add pressure, and we are getting so lucky with these Broncos. Problem with my creature land is that mills, which in a lot of ways actively helps what they're trying to do. So, let's just play another Bronco. Keep up negate, keep up shoot the sheriff. Let's see if they respond to this. And I am able to, with the Unholy Annex Ritual Chamber, I am able to pretty immediately make that 6/6 demon if I need to. So it's looking more and more appealing. I can also protect Unholy Annex with negate if I want to take that route instead. So getting a little more likely that I'm going to throw down my Unholy Annex. Okay, they got rid of a Bronco. I'm not even really worried about that. I'm not going to fight with that. Going to exile another one of their spells. And I'm going to see what they got in store for me here. Jin. Oh, I can't negate. Okay, so that's not relevant. Do I try to shoot the sheriff here? Yeah, I think we try. They might have some way to bring it back to their hand or to counter. Yes, they countered with no more lies. That's fine. But now they're out of mana. First thing I'm gonna do, exile that. Second thing I am going to do down. This might be a little cheeky, but I feel like I've had such good luck with the Bronco that I'm due to draw something with big mana. Okay, 2. Not nothing, but definitely something. Okay, so right now they have a free turn, but we have, we have 10 on the board, so we have victory on the board. I have the ability to kill a creature they play. I'm feeling decent about it. Maybe I shouldn't be, but really, the Ghost Vacuums kind of made all the difference in this match. Really, because they're struggling. They're just now at 6, so they could play an Oculus if they have an Oculus, but like honestly, it might be too late. If they play Oculus, they have no way to protect any of their creatures. They have no way to really do anything of value. And we have a lot of value. So we shall see. They bring back the Moment of Truth, it looks like. So that's interesting. They might need to keep digging and maybe look for like an Into the Floodmaw or something like that. Get rid of my token. Which that doesn't even scare me too much. They're just gonna play the Prankster. So they do have 1 mana up where they could play an Into the Floodmaw if they have it. Oh, Destroy Evil. Okay. Okay. So I feel like start here. Let's get rid of the gym. I don't want them to be able to bring that back. What do we have available to us? We have 2, 4, 6. So we can't, unfortunately, unlock this, but I don't even think we want to be honest. I think we just want to get rid of this. We want to get rid of this. That's an outlaw? Oh my freaking gosh, you have got to be kidding me that that's an outlaw. That is the wildest thing I've heard today. It's a fairy outlaw, folks. Like, what? Okay, screw you, dude. Learn something new every day. Learn something new every single day. Particularly that is an outlaw. Well, it's a pick locker? I guess it makes sense. It kind of works. They're pick locking. They're doing things. Do I want to counter this? No, I want to counter something a little more of note. And or have mana up to immediately kill their Oculus. Because, again, we have the game on board, like, ready to go. So there's no sense in this sort of little play. And I'm sorry, like, whenever I check OBS, the audio of the game itself goes away. But again, new stuff. I'm sure there's better ways of doing that. But I wanted to have actually, wait 1 second. They can wait. I'm just trying to like finagle this so it works a little bit better. Alright, cool. Now I can see chat and OBS. Again, appreciate, I don't know if you're still here. think it's Yuli's 25, but I appreciate you joining in. And yeah, like I mentioned, I would love to hear your thoughts on the sideboard for this. Particularly because I know this is the first deck I'm playing, but this is already, I can tell, like a very strong contender to for, you know, the paper deck I'd like to start bringing to in-person tournaments, regional championship qualifiers, so on and so forth. I would like to kill you here, so let's try. Let's see. They might counter this counter to buy a little more time, which is fine. They're going to, but I can just pay. I can pay 3. So that's the question. Do we? Yeah, they don't have any. Yeah. GG. GG. Woo! That was a little bit of a slobber knocker. That was, you know, almost a 40-minute match. I certainly get why folks prefer best of one, because in our little, you know, a little over an hour here of streaming, we're, you know, maybe gonna play Level Up. Look at that creepy eyeball. So creepy. We're maybe going to play 2 more matches. You know, likely it could just be 1 more match, to be honest, so we shall see. But who knows? You know, I got some big plans today. We're gonna go to Costco, you know, and I'm not resisting all the urge to, you know, boom or doom or, you know, all those things. We're Costco guys. Yeah, I think we can go first with this hand. This is a good hand, very disruptive. Has a little tempo. With the Fairy Mastermind, we have an Annex in hand, which is always good. And they're gonna just immediately duress us. That's cool. Guessing they're gonna get rid of Unholy Annex. It makes the most sense, because I have 3 2-mana removals, so it's like, why would you get rid of one of... Oh, they're gonna get rid of one of those? That is an interesting decision, we'll say. Unless they have another duress, which they might. That is a very interesting decision. This could be the black discard deck, which would not be fun to play against. No, it looks like it's just gonna be... They probably have a cut down, but let's make them have a cut down. They did not have a cut down. It's neat. Looks like it's just gonna be another Golgari mid-range, which seems to be popular, which I get. It's a really fun archetype, similar to Dimir. Oh, yeah, we are countering that bad boy. We're not going to let him ramp. So that's more of the rampy version that we just saw, which is cool. That uses the Overlord of the Hauntwoods to, you can impend it. Which means it's just an enchantment for a minute, but you do get the immediate value of getting a everywhere token land, which is any mana you'd like. It's kind of cool. That is our only counter spell, though, so we're a ways, but I think we can kind of use this art to our advantage. Okay, they're going to tear us under. Ignore everything I'm saying, because that's not part of the plan anymore. So let's try to hit him for 2. The question is, do we play Archfiend likely into removal? Yeah. I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to make him have it. I've said that a lot, too. Make him have it, but that's really what it is. It's like, you have 4 cards, okay? There's your removal. You have 1 less removal spell. Okay. I have literally 3 removal spells, and I will hit you over and over with this Fairy Mastermind for as long as you let me. What are you planning here? Are they gonna make a fishy? Are you gonna make a fishy? Yeah, I'm just gonna keep trying to play my game and draw cards. They might have another Terra Center to get rid of that. They might be able to get rid of my Fairy Met. Like, I don't know. I don't know their life. They are gonna make a fishy. We are gonna continue to draw nothing but removal, which is good, I would have appreciated a land there so I could make a 6/6 next turn, but that's life. Is the fish an outlaw? No, the fish is just a fish. It is not an outlaw fish. Okay, they're going to pillage that bog, which is really kind of a cool spell. So they have 6 lands, so that enables them to look at the top 12 cards in their library and pretty much pick one card to put in their hand. So if that's for me, I'd go for a Terra Sunder. But they're going to go for Up the Beanstalk. So this looks like it's the Seth Mansfield, I believe his last name is, Golgari Ramp variant from Worlds. We still get the value of the card. That's fine. Hopefully it's a land. It is a land. That's a tapped land! Yay! Okay. Let's duress. Let's see what they got in here. Deadly Cover Up. I don't like you. I'm gonna deadly that. How about that? Let's just chill, to be honest. Like, there's no need to, like, 1/1. Oh my, we have drawn every single removal spell in our deck at this point. Just non-stop removal. Yeah. Get rid of the non-outlaw. And they'll use it to draw a card, but they have to spend, I think, 2 or 3 mana to do so. 2 mana, so, I mean, that... Yeah, they get the card, but that kind of limits what they can do this turn, which is nice. It'd be nice to draw just a basic swamp so I can unlock these Verges. But right now I'm not super worried. They might get rid of my Restless Reef here. Yeah, that's what I figured. Because I can start pinging them for 4 each turn. That's fine. I'll just take a swamp, unlock my Gloom Lakes. They do have enough for removal. I just continue to draw nothing but removal. So, yeah. That's all I got right now. So, okay. They did not immediately have removal for this 6/6 here. So let's see what they're gonna do. Are we gonna win this game? Possibly. Is the game gonna drag on? Probably. I'm not sure what they're gonna play here. Maybe another Overlord? Maybe? Oh, they're gonna rob me! What the heck, bro? Taking 3 of my cards. Well, I have all the removal in my deck here in my hand. Don't tell me you found one. Don't even tell me. Don't do it. Don't do it, Arendelle. That's a cool name. I like that. Arendelle. It's very elvish. Don't tell me. Oh no, you just got an Overlord, and you're gonna play it? No. That's a weird choice, too. I don't know what to think anymore. So I'm just gonna hit you for 6. I'm just gonna play the Archfiend. And keep up removal. And bring you down to 1 health. So you're gonna need a board wipe here. I know I don't have any in my deck. I know you do have some in your deck, though. You're gonna play my Fairy Mastermind. Okay. That's a little rude, because that's my card. I like my card. My Fairy Mastermind. You're gonna duress. What are you gonna take? One of my 5 removal spells? I'm saying nice. It is nice. I have so many removal spells. One thing I've noticed, I think it's maybe because I'm still kind of nervous about streaming, is like, I have not used the emotes. Okay, we're gonna get rid of Glissa. And you're dead. Oh, I could have killed them. Could have killed them a lot longer ago. I'm sorry for dragging that one out. Okay. So, I think Jace is kind of still good here. They don't have a ton of creatures, so I think the cut down's not good. I think we definitely want the Withering Torment. I think we definitely can probably take out the Shoot the Sheriffs. No. I think we can take out the Broncos. Put in some lilies. And we should, like duress. Do I play negate instead of spell stutter? No. Let's just try this. Just see what happens here. Let's see. They are currently sideboarding. Not sure what they're going to pick. I'm hoping my changes just let me be a little faster, maybe. A little more disruptive. I don't know. We're learning, we're growing. It was just kind of the best guess there, as far as what to bring in and what to take out. So, yeah, like the curve. Can go Annex into Archfiend. Have plenty of lands. Sure. Play Reef first. They mulligan down to 6. Always great. Have a little more removal, which is also great. They're going to play up the Beanstalk and start generating their value. Play a Swamp. Keep up Anoint and Shoot the Sheriff in case they want to bring down a Glissa here on turn 3. They could also bring a Bronco. They could bring in a Deep Cavern Bat. I think Seth's list had 1 random Deep Cavern Bat. They probably have Terra Sunder. But again, the kind of trademark term of this series so far, make them have it. Arendelle has it, folks. Arendelle has it. That's okay. There's the Overlord. So they are ramping. We'll just play Archfiend. This could be... I'd like to draw another Unholy Annex. Otherwise, I mean, they're generating a lot of mana here. They're getting their value. They have up the Beanstalk. I'm not super worried about this. They have 2 of those. Weird flex, but okay. That kind of stinks. I mean, this could be a quick one. They did bring in the Deep Cavern. They might have more than one. I think BearSloth's had one, but you always got to expect that they have another one. Okay. That's 4. I should be able to do both, right? Ah. It's okay. Oh, miscalculation there on my part. This game's not going well for us, folks. This game is not going well for us. They've had all the answers so far. They're gonna be able... Oof. Bring the Alcazats back. This might be like a GG on to game 3 situation here. We can't exile it. It's got way more mana. It's 5 mana value. I don't have any way, I don't think, to exile that. Kinda stinks. Kinda stinks. Well, let's just go into this at least. I mean, they can play Virtue. They are just... outvaluing us right now. What's the move here? I mean, that doesn't really help too much. They have so much mana. I guess we're gonna keep doing this and see what they want to do about it. Oh, they're gonna bring the cottage in, maybe? Maybe not. Okay. They are gonna bring the cottage in. Just exile the cottage. Screw it. Again, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose this game. Pretty sure I'm gonna lose this. That is okay. Yeah. I just don't think I can compete with this. I mean... we'll just keep hitting them. Hope for the best. Whew. Sorry, I'm not talkative right now. This is just, this kind of turned on me a little bit. They took my Archfiend. This could be a GG real quick. Like, Spell Stutter doesn't even help. Like, nothing is gonna help here. None of the removal I have hits it. They impended it. They didn't even play it. They could have, so I don't know what else they're planning. They're gonna duress. Yeah, you got it, bud. Okay, so this is very interesting. So, with all of this in mind, honestly, get rid of the spell stutters. Bring in the gates. Let's just try it out, see what happens. Okay, good. We have enchantment removal. We have the curb we want. Okay. Keep Archfiends. I mean, gives us a pretty decent chance. Got removal. Torment really is for that virtue, because if they get that virtue on, I'm doomed, no matter how you slice it. Okay, they're gonna ramp. Lily's a pretty good draw here, but let's just gain some life back. Another Unholy Annex is good. Probably have removal. Ooh, this is, okay. The end? They put in the end? So there goes all my Archfiends. Wow. That sucks. Well, what are they going to exile? They're going to exile the Archfiends. Yeah. That's fine. Okay. That stinks, but it is what it is. Honestly, I just have to be quicker than them. That's like my only, because they're going to generate so much value. I'd be shocked if they don't kill this token right now somehow. No, they're just going to play another Up the Beanstalk. They have 1 mana. They don't, I don't think they can, okay, they have Duress. That's cute. I don't know what they're going to get rid of. My other Unholy, probably. Maybe Withering Torment. I mean, they got a lot to choose from here, so let's see. Let's see what they pick. Whew. This is getting the juices flowing a little bit here, folks. Really? What are they gonna... Stop touching my cards and just pick one. Just pick a card to get rid of. Please. What did they... I didn't even see what they... Oh, they got Anoint with Affliction. Okay. Well. Well, yeah. Let's, like another one of these. Let's, get into their hand ourselves. If they cover up, goodbye. And let's keep up removal, I guess. And we're going to burn them for 4 here, which is really nice. And we got a Jace, which is really nice. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. You're saying there's a chance. Lots of ways to kill that. You can burn them for 4 again. You have no removal. Well, unless the face down card is removal. Ooh, which it might be. What are they planning here? What they're gonna get? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna draw some cards right along with you. Deal with the fallout next turn. Okay, they got rid of one of the annexes. But I mean, they've seen my hand, right? Yeah, like they know it's GG. Like they're looking right at my hand, but that must have just been all they could do. Well, let's go. We ranked up. And wow, it's been an hour and 2 minutes. And, again, one day when I get better at editing, perhaps we'll shorten these videos a little bit. I don't know. The sky's the limit, basically, as far as these videos go. But another 2-0, climbing a little bit. Really appreciate folks for tuning in. And we'll try to get this video up on YouTube as ASAP as possible. Really appreciate everything and having a lot of fun with Dimir Demons. We'll probably do at least 2 more hours, so 2 more videos with Dimir Demons, and then move on possibly to Dimir Midrange and just kind of play that out as well. So have a good one, folks, and we'll talk soon.